Hey there, guys. So today we have another review, and this is Oskar Blue's 10 Fidy. This is an Imperial Stout that comes in at 10.5% ABV, and actually also knocks in at 98 IBUs. High man bittering in this one. This one is actually, they posted on the bottom of the can, so it's actually really helpful. This one's from 90513. So that's what, about almost a year and a half. A year and a half. There you go. Exactly a year and a half. So yeah, awesome stuff. Good amount of age on it. Very curious to see how this goes. I also decided to review this because I did a Founders vertical recently. I had that Cabernet Leica or regular Leica. So on the tip of my tongue is sort of those recent Imperial Stout memories, and I'm very curious to see how this stacks up with a year and a half on it. If you guys would like to see a vertical, let me know. I have done a sort of comparison with Stone, Founders Imperial, and this, but just thought I'd review this by itself right now. The beer, if you don't see, is gorgeous. It pours out like motor oil. Actually, in the lights, like it has a little bit of brown in it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Very thick, awesome, very dark kind of head on that dark brown head. It's just a gorgeous kind of beer. Rolls around. It really sticks to the glass. Leaves kind of a brown film on that. Let's get the aroma on this. Yep, that smells like 1050. There's a big kind of, again, the hoppiness is coming through. Even a year and a half in, it's like molasses, a meatiness. Again, I always reference umami with 1050. It's meatiness, it's almost like mushroomy, it's savory. But under that, there's a kind of big kind of dripping dark chocolate. Very dark chocolate, high cacao count, really decadent kind of chocolate cake kind of thing. A little bit of like maybe a nuttiness going on as well. Yeah, like a roasted hazelnut wrapped around in really dark chocolate. Kind of roasted kind of quality, but again, that savoriness is the general theme I get in this. Cheers. Wow. Yep, there's a reason why this is one of the classics. The beer immediately tells you that it is full mouthfeel. It is like drinking oil. It's like almost drinking chocolate syrup. It just completely envelops the mouth. Very thick mouthfeel. It sits on the palate like, a brick. It just stays there, and it's just big and chewy. It's almost like chewing something, despite the fact it's liquid. On the flavor, good amount of sweetness up front. Yeah, chocolate, a lot of dark chocolate though. After that initial attack of the roasted malt touch of sweetness, really aggressive amounts of dark chocolate, heavy amount of roast quality. It's like espresso bean bitterness, almost like coffee, leaning towards coffee ground. I also get that kind of savoriness again, that umami kind of note. Think it's not. Yeah, on the back, it's almost like smoked meat. It's almost a slight burnt flavor. So it's a combination of smokiness, wood, burnt, molasses. Again, like bark. The hops are coming through. But yeah, that molasses umami flavor is the general theme I get. Thick amounts of hoppiness. Not too much sweetness to speak of, a very bitter kind of beer. The alcohol is very well hidden. The beer actually, despite how thick and chewy it was, I was saying on the mouthfeel, it actually falls away quite nicely to that bittering on the back end. Leaves you with more kind of espresso bitterness, woodiness, hoppiness. And then you get a little bit more kind of milk chocolate that sort of counteracts that on the aftertaste as well. Really nice stuff. Very wonderfully complex. This beer on Beer Advocate gets a 97. This is one of the best beers out there. That sits on the shelf. One of the best Imperial Stouts, I would say, that people can have access to, or even buy anywhere, including brewery releases. I'm trying to decide whether this is either a 97, 98, or 99. I'm trying to decide between that. And obviously, the grade is going to be influenced by the vintage. but I'm going to rate it as it is now. I want to say I like the Leica more, but this also is a different kind of theme. It's not as balanced. It's more hoppiness and more just chewiness going on here. I'm going to stick to a 98 on this one. Yeah, I'm going to put this at the even level of the Leica. I don't think it's as good as the Founders Imperial that I previously did a vertical of. But yeah, sorry for the rambling about this beer. It's a fantastic beer, wonderfully complex, sort of intriguing. It's hard beer to sort of pick out notes on. It moves on you, has interesting kind of tasting notes. Let me know what you think about this beer. Let me know some of your tasting notes. Let me know what vintages you have had and which ones you like. This one's drinking quite well. I imagine even more age would be awesome on this beer. So until next time, guys, cheers. Later.